Staples? Staples? We don't need no stinking staples, because the editor-in-chief of interactive DVD magazine Shays is here to show us a world beyond paper. Plus, she is vengeance. She is the night. Sarah broods and scowls with the cast of Batman Begins. And my first 50, or 50 if you're down, involves Kirby, a canvas, and a curse. Are you intrigued? Now, if you can say Philip K. Dick without snickering, you're clearly ready for Attack of the Show.
Pick up on this.
Guilty! Not guilt! No one cares, right?
Wow.
No one cares?
Wow.
No one cares.
No,
Welcome to
I don't
Attack
care.
of the Show. Apparently not.
You're excited about this verdict.
I won $5
obviously.
off of it.
Okay, well, there you go.
Louis Hurtado.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, sorry.
Happy Monday. We're not supposed to talk about that.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
Well,
all right.
It's not relevant. We talk about other things on the show.
We don't care about that. We care about other things. We care about Sarah Lane getting off the couch finally.
Hooray!
Welcome.
Hooray!
Sarah's
Thank
filling
you.
in this week.
But I'm not
Good to have
the
you here.
guest host because
Oh,
I'm
you're not.
I'm a normal fixture.
Keep telling yourself
here
that.
on the I'm a normal fixture on the set. What are you
the
talking
normal
about?
part, the
But we
first
do have a very special guest
do.
host all
Yeah.
week.
From Gadget.com, Peter Rojas is over there.
Hi, Peter.
Hey, how's it going?
Now,
Good.
when you're over there, you're not just idly staring into your wallpaper like Sarah is, right? You're actually doing work.
I'm blogging.
Are you really blogging? So you're working while you're working?
Thanks, Peter.
I gotta keep busy.
Bad.
What's going on in the old blog today?
Well, the big news over the weekend was that supposedly a copy of OS X for Intel had gotten out into the wild.
Ooh.
Last week was Apple's big developers conference where Stevie J himself introduced the new version
Right.
of
Are you guys
OS
buddies?
X.
Do you hang out for drinks? I noticed you call him Stevie
We're
J.
kicking
and
it
you
all
guys
the time.
When me and Stevie J are rolling down Rodeo, you know, we like to joke about the OS X, you know?
We're on speed dial, you know.
Nice. That's good. I'm glad you guys are close.
So anyway, supposedly a copy of OS X for Intel processors got out into the wild and was traveling around on the P2P networks.
Right.
Probably a hoax.
Yeah, what is the word?
Supposedly, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Some of the people who downloaded the file, a big 1 gigabyte file, turned out if you stitch together all the little downloads, it's you get that lovely goatsy image.
Nice. Which is actually,
like a hoax.
It's going to be the default theme for OS X on Intel. Most people don't know
Right.
that, but that's exactly
Yeah.
what it's going to be when you load it up.
I mean, yeah, because why censor anything anymore?
No. Just
put it
position
out there.
position your icons around the hole.
These are the 2000s.
Oh, yes, it is. All right. Well, Peter, thank you for that check in there. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Good
We'll
luck
be
with
doing
the
a lot
blog.
more on the show.
Yeah.
He's not stuck on the couch.
Yes,
all
he
day.
will get off the couch, and banter will be had. Yes. All right, this is something I found on Friday. It kind of got big over the weekend. It's a creepy, interactive QuickTime movie, you know, which I didn't even know QuickTime movies really were
Way
interactive.
to sell it,
but-
Kevin.
What?
Creepy, interactive.
No.
Movie.
It's
Okay,
weird, man.
I wanna see.
It's weird. Here it is. It's Van Sowerwine, apparently. There's this little girl in a dollhouse. And I've selected
Oh,
tea.
look, her
so
eyes
like,
kinda blink.
Yeah, so she went and she poured some water for some tea. But then I'm clicking and I'm saying, okay, go ahead and pour the tea. And she's, nope. She wants to dig through the cabinet. I don't know why she's.
What is that? Is that Drano?
That's yeah, that looks like a thing of Drano in her hand there.
Which is highly toxic.
Yeah, hold on. Let's okay, the Drano's blinking,
Yeah, let's,
so we
let's
can
keep this going.
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
I want to know what the little girl's going to do.
It's interactive, so we've clicked. Oh, there she is. She's pouring the tea. Okay, good. She gave up on the Drano.
Oh, good.
So clearly
well,
we're.
maybe she'll clean her toilet later or something.
That's, you know, maybe she's house cleaning in
What,
the dollhouse. Oh wait, oh no, this is a.
Perhaps we spoke too soon.
That's a second serving. It looks like there.
Huh.
Okay, so now she's sitting back down. The cups are blinking, Sarah. There's a left cup and a right cup.
I'm going to say right cup. I mean, just to see.
Just because clearly she's not going to drink it, right?
I mean, just pure curiosity.
What kind of a freak child doll would actually drink this cup of? Oh no, she's drinking the Drano.
Oh.
She's drinking the. Oh no! Oh wait for it. Oh, now she's glowing, and she just slumps over dead, and the cup drops.
Oh my.
It's brilliant.
Oh my God.
There's another one where she starts cutting herself, presumably to relieve the pain, and just
like.
Yeah, like she literally
Like
starts
cutting.
scratching, and then she'll break a
Self-cutting.
glass and just start scratching the whole arm, and it bleeds. I mean, it's creepy.
It does seem like your kind of humor, Kevin.
It's weird.
A
Oh, yeah.
lot.
I've giggled all
It's kind of
morning.
your thing.
All right, finally.
Didn't the girls in Heathers die of Drano? That
The what?
movie?
Heathers?
You're too young for that
No,
movie.
what's the movie Heathers? I'm curious now.
Yeah, they killed one of the girls with Drano.
Oh, okay.
She died and fell through the glass coffee table.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pretty. All right,
good.
finally.
It was a good part.
Were you here on Friday? You were here, right? You were paying attention, right? You were not just on the couch hanging
No,
out?
I'm
Peter, how's the blog?
well aware of what's going on.
Okay, good. Let's make it sure. He's in mid-blog. I don't want to interrupt him. He's like, I'm formatting.
You see?
I'm trying to focus.
Yes, sorry about that. We shouldn't interrupt him.
As I also try to focus on the couch.
He's actually making a blog. What are you doing?
I blog all the time.
All right. So
Blog all day.
on Friday, we talked about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We said that there was this little hidden mini game that these guys unlocked.
We did talk
Now
about
you were
that.
playing it all weekend, so we know it's legitimate. We know that this is out there, right? It's real.
It's a real,
look
a
at-
hack of sorts.
GameSpot has this thing called rumor control, where they go out there to let you know if rumors that you hear on the net are true or false. And here it is.
And they're sort of the authority on the subject.
Right. Well, they're debunking the minigame. They're saying that it doesn't exist, that it's probably a joke. They say bogus or not bogus. It's definitely funny, but I mean, here, like, you can just should we pop it up?
Yeah.
Let's pop it up. I don't know if the guys at GameSpot have seen this, but yeah, let's cover the screen. Why don't we
cover the screen.
a little bit? Let's get the San Andreas going here. I don't know. Let me fire this up real quick. Do you guys? There we go. I don't know if you see this at home. That looks pretty real to me, Sarah. What do you think, Sarah?
You know,
I mean, I don't know if it could be a rumor, but the word on the street is that this is legit.
what's more troubling is that we're watching this and we're so close together,
Right.
and I'm uncomfortable.
Do you want to control it?
No.
You can.
No.
I mean,
no, it's cool.
Okay. I got it at a medium pace right now. If you want, I can up and down.
I guess no. That's
No?
cool.
Okay, cool.
Let's just keep it slow.
I'm still playing it. I know you're not seeing it at home, but I really am still playing this thing.
I can't really look away.
Oh no, I slowed down too much. Oh,
Okay, now that's just strange. No, your original question, I do believe that it exists because I'm looking at it.
it's right in front of you. It's
and
real. There
I
you
wish
have
it wasn't.
All right, we're taking your gadget calls for Peter. So give us a ring. The number is 800-839-7880.
And you can also email us through our web form at g4tv.com/askaots. And you can also chat with us in our IRC chat room too. We'll be chatting all hour. Just head to chat.g4tv.com.
And if you're one of our lucky callers, you will win this. It's one of these Video Game Vixens t-shirts.
Sadly, not an actual video game vixen,
No, but it
but
says...
the next best thing.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And for those of you not lucky enough to call in, we'll be giving away even more at g4tv.com/VGVT. Go there for more information. It's right there, down there on the
Oh,
screen.
God.
What? Oh, sorry. You might as well get used to sticking around. There's lots of show left. Shays magazine will show you how to get real works of art on your DVD player. Not that Coyote Ugly isn't a masterpiece or anything. It's real.
Oh, it's my favorite movie.
It is. There's a brand new interactive DVD magazine out there called Shays, and if you've never heard of it, well, then your lucky editor-in-chief, Bennett Barbaco, is here now to talk all about it. Welcome to the show, Bennett.
Thank you.
Shays is interesting. Tell me about it. What kind of stuff are people going to find on it?
Shays is essentially a collection of art and music, anything from the artiest fartiest to some film video animation, the documentary of dogs dancing, musical freestyle.
Dogs dancing to musical freestyle.
Yep.
See, now I'm already hooked. I'm already signing up. And the good thing is, like, there's nothing to really sign up for, right? There's no subscription, no monthly fee?
No subscription, is completely free.
Wow. So how do you make that happen? How do you actually produce a DVD and get it out there?
Luckily, we were supported by some very generous grants from Brown University and some private donors, as well as RISD, and we're hoping to be able to release it for free for its entire life and keep giving it away as a present.
That's awesome. I'm looking at the interface here, and I got it. Like, who do you have working on this, man? I mean, do you have like a team of people on this? Because this is a gorgeous DVD menu.
We do. 4 of us started it at Brown University, and then we sort of got another 5 people involved at this point, so it's a total of 9 people running the thing, and we're animators, musicians, sound designers all over the place. We write copy and do all the whole circus ourselves.
That's great. That's great. Now, so I know you have some of your own stuff on the DVD, but what other artists are on there? What are we going to find on it?
Aside from the 9 people that work on the magazine, there's 41 artists, musicians and animators and performers, every kind of interactive artist you can think of, and it's essentially just international submission-based. Anybody can be on it that wants to if the work's good enough.
So it's I'm looking at red things here, and I'm seeing some sort of cow assembly line. I mean, how does this? Do they come to you and say, "Hey, look, I've got something weird and pretentious. We want to get it on your DVD," or you go out to them and say, "Hey, we want this"?
It's a little combo of both. It's
Yeah.
sort of the Shays extended family. Anybody that we know, if they're doing really hot work, we try to bring them in.
Sure.
But anything that it's really submission based, and the work speaks for itself. So it's nothing's closed off in that sense.
Very nice. Now, are there any other artists that are on this that you're particularly, proud of? That
Every
have works
single
on
one
it?
of them.
Oh, come on now, pick a favorite. Who's your favorite son?
Probably one of my favorite songs on there is by Wilson Brown. You might see a little taste of a visual piece of his later, but he is a Brown artist,
Gotcha.
still living in Providence. I mean, every one of them is a favorite of mine. This Max Porter animation's great.
And now, this is Greenlee. What's this guy's rocking out with a Wacom tablet? How does that
Yeah,
work?
he has a Wacom tablet, and he's a really serious performer, very crazy, and we documented this specifically for Shays. It's a lot of fun, quite a surreal experience to watch.
Yeah, so he's actually scratching or like kind of video mixing with the tablet.
Yeah,
live?
he's doing a combo of sort of live sampling, processing, with his leg is shaking really, really fast.
Which has nothing to do with the art project. It's just he has tics. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice. Now each issue has a theme, right? Do you guys sit down and decide what's the theme for this current issue here?
The theme for this was a little more general. It was texture. So for the interface itself, it was texture. The theme for Shays 1 was Ant Farm. Which we sort of pulled off in a strange way.
How do you pull off an ant farm thing?
The interface is all based on this crazy web of Ant Farm, and you sort of go into the different nodes and
very cool.
explore, within
So the theme is more for the menus themselves and for the packaging and not so much for the content you're going to find on the disc, correct?
Exactly, but we did thematize and divide into sittings for the content on the disc. So there's an animation sitting, there's two featured pieces, which is 4-Star Day, fictional piece, and then there's that documentary on dog musical freestyle
Dog musical
I was talking
freestyle.
about. We featured those. We did an animation sitting. We did a performance and processing sitting, which you saw Greenlee had a piece in there.
Right.
And then we did books and drawings, as well as an audio CD, which is another sitting 5, and then we had interactive stuff where you pop your DVD in.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's a whole other section. My buddies are showing me this, and they're like, "Look at these movies, look at these animations. This is brilliant." It's like, wait, still not done. There's more. It was like the infomercial pitch.
Yeah.
And then when he brought up some interactive applets and little games and stuff like that. So how do those qualify to be on here? I'm looking at one like 1972, and it's just, I mean, it's trippy, but I'm curious as to why you chose to put something like this on there.
We really cared about sort of doing time-based art, and we have over 5 hours of time-based art on there, but as well, this is interactive, and you can sit there and explore with these tools and there's performance tools, there's some stuff for video DJs that, or VJs that will allow you to get a whole bundle of goods together for your performance, and it's essentially tools and little fun tricks to fool around with.
Very nice. Now, how can I get my stuff on Shays? Let's say I'm an artist and I've designed cats dancing to Euro techno, and I want to get that on there. I think it's brilliant. How do I get it to you?
First thing you do is go on the website and get our all of our information about submission, or you could just throw it right at one of us folks that work on it if you're a close friend. And it's all, we really sort of take the pile of goods that we have when the call for submission is over, and we sort through it, and the best of the best makes it on. We have 41 artists on this issue, but we're going to be expanding and expanding. So if you want to do it, check out online and send us an email, and we'll really get the sort of interactive submission process going.
Best of luck to you. I hope you get volumes and volumes of these things out
Thank
the door.
you so much.
So thanks for coming on the show, Ben.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. Visit shaysmagazine.org to get yourself a free copy of the DVD and the CD. There's some great music on it. Now don't change that bat channel because Sarah Lane has a report from deep inside Gotham City. And hey, Michael Caine's there, so that's cool. And we're going to make you cool. But how? By showing you the ins and out of BitTorrent. The ladies, come on, you know the ladies love the BitTorrent, don't you, kid? Or get out of here. We'll come back, though. Back on the couch again. She's never getting up. All right. If you're aware of the peer-to-peer network known as BitTorrent but have been hesitant to use it, well, stop being a wuss. It's not line taming. Come on, it's just downloading, right?
It's not hard.
It's just a network. Now, we just talked about Shays, and the reason I have this out here is that I said, is there any way for people who don't have a DVD player to actually enjoy this stuff? And he said they're going to be offering it on BitTorrent soon, which is awesome. BitTorrent, we still get emails, we still get questions. What is it? How do I use it? And so we're gonna kind of clear the airwaves now. BitTorrent is simply a file distribution tool. It's a protocol. It's good for large files that would generally like hog all your bandwidth if you're trying to share them with a traditional application. So you use BitTorrents, right? I mean, you've used them before, right?
All the time.
Now, what kind of content are you downloading?
It's really great for getting films, for TV shows, stuff like that, because the files
completely
are so
illegal TV shows.
Exactly,
that you own
stuff
the rights
that people want to have out there.
Exactly.
And the files are so big that one of the problems with getting it before was that it was really hard to get a decent connection with someone who had the 3 GB file.
Right. You had to hope and pray that someone on like a T3 was being generous and had a slot open for you. Well, now that's all out the window with BitTorrent. So here's how it works. This is kind of a convoluted animation that might explain it. So let's say we have a 100 meg file, okay? BitTorrent is going to let me share that with somebody, and that somebody, while they're still downloading it from me, is going to share it with someone else. So if I'm sharing Attack of the Show episode whatever this is, and Peter, you want it as well, you're going to start downloading it from me, and if my buddy Steve jumps on, he can not only be seeding from me, downloading from me, but downloading from you at the same time.
Yeah, you have to upload at the same time as you download.
Exactly, and that's what's really cool about it. They've eliminated, you were calling it earlier.
They solved the free rider problem that affected
Exactly.
so many other peer-to-peer networks.
Yeah, it used to be you could just hop on and say, here's the folder I want to share, or here's the folders I want to download from, but this is what I'm not sharing, basically.
Yeah, almost like 99% of people were just downloading and not sharing.
Exactly. So that problem's gone. It forces you to upload, which is great. And the thing is, you need a program to use it. And what I like about BitTorrent more so than like a Kazaa or any other kind of peer-to-peer app is, to me, I think it's easier. Like if I want to download an album, I click on one file, I click on one torrent, and it grabs me all the songs. You know, if I'm getting an episode of a show, click on one file and I get it, or sometimes a whole season.
Yeah, you can get the entire season of some shows.
Exactly. But the one thing you're going to need is a BitTorrent application. Now, we took kind of an informal poll around the office to see what clients people liked, and they came up with two. Some people are still using the actual default BitTorrent client, you know, like the official one. I guess because it is official and it works, and there you go. The one that I use actually is it's Azarius. We'll take it. You went to Harvard. How do you say this?
I'm sure we'll be getting an email about it soon.
Yeah, everybody's going to be correcting our pronunciation very soon. The reason I like this one is that it's Java. It's got an RSS importer plugin. It has chat plugin, so you can talk to other people that are pirating the same exact, that are sharing and downloading the same exact stuff that you are, which is really nice. But you use...
I'm using BitComet.
BitComet.
You know, it doesn't have as many of the advanced features, but it actually integrates really well with Videora, which is another... It sort of combines RSS feeds with BitTorrent, so you can subscribe to a TV show, and it'll automatically download the latest episode.
Very nice. So you use Videora for grabbing your TV shows and your movies, but there's also some other sites out there when it comes to grabbing pretty much anything. The one I use, the one I love to death, is Torrent Spy. TorrentSpy.com. The problem is that because of the DMCA, you've never had any run-ins with the DMCA, right?
Not so far.
They're blocking certain words. Like if I search Andreas, it's telling me, hey, no, this has been blocked. But you know, the work around that, kids, is to just go ahead and type the word sand, because we know what you're looking for, and there's all the torrents you need. So they can't ban every word in the dictionary, right?
Hopefully not. It was just like with the original Napster when they started kowtowing to the RIAA.
Yeah. Exactly. They're like, oh, you can't type Taylor Dane, but you can search for her song title. It's like, come on. Really, and you shouldn't be downloading Taylor Dane in the first place. Seriously, what are you, 60? All right. For all the info on BitTorrent, just go to our website at g4tv.com/AOTS. Now, we checked every other channel, and trust us, you're not missing anything. Plus, we've got the feed coming up. The only news source guaranteed to be 100% Michael Jackson free, and we're taking your questions for Peter Rojas next. Welcome back to the show. It's so much better when people actually watch.
Exactly.
Nice. Makes you feel like you're talking to someone. That's good. Still on the way, Sarah has the cast of Batman Begins cornered in a warehouse, trembling with fear. She can do that. She's an intimidating woman. She is.
I'm afraid of her.
You should be. You should be. Plus, it's round. It's pink. It's my first 50. And this week's Boost Mobile live band is the Lift, which I think is slang for an elevator. Fun fact for you.
That's like, what they say in the UK.
See, there you go. It's like pop-up video. You learn something.
I learned that in college.
We're edutainment. See, you went to college. I missed out on this. I missed out on this knowledge.
You learn all that fancy stuff.
All right. Well, let's put that fancy stuff to use. Let's talk to some callers, and let's see if you can dig into that college knowledge of yours. All right. Elijah joins us on the phone from Redlands, California. Elijah, you there?
I'm there. How you guys doing?
Doing very well, thank you.
Thanks.
Excellent.
Oh, it's
Question
Elias?
for the
I'm
Rojas.
sorry. Yes. Ask away.
All right. Cool deal. I'm looking to get a PowerBook. Of course, an Apple question for Mr. Gadget. My question, though, is Apple going to update the LCD screens before they go Intel, when they go Intel, or a good ways after they go Intel?
Well, I mean, the thing about LCD displays is that there isn't really any reason why they should have to time those specifically to deal with the release, the switch over to Intel processors. So
do you think they'll actually tweak anything now? I mean, or will they just say, "Hey, look, you know, here it is." It doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't really matter. So you can buy you can buy with confidence. You don't have to worry about anything.
Right. I mean, people are currently using Apple displays on PCs. Right?
Exactly, and vice versa. You know.
What? Really? People are going out and buying PC monitors for their Macs? I mean,
you know what? Dell has these really cheap panels that are exactly the same.
I just bought the 21 inch or the 20.1 inch widescreen.
They're great.
Awesome. Yeah, the 200 FP. Well, I don't know. It was a coupon code. So there you go. All right, Jensen joins us on the phone, all the way from Long Beach. Jensen, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You have a question for Peter?
Yeah. How do you feel about Apple switching to Intel? And are they going to keep NVIDIA, or are they going to switch to like Radeon or GeForce?
Ooh, tough call. The thing about Apple and Intel is there's so many things that we don't know yet about what's going on with that. I mean, I think that obviously that one of the reasons they had to do this is IBM, which makes the PowerPC chip, they just weren't keeping pace. And Intel, that's one of the
They're
reasons
busy
why,
working on the cell, which apparently is lame, right?
Well, I mean, that's where they're going to make all their money off the next generation consoles, which are all using Intel processors. I mean, IBM
using
processors.
IBM processors.
IBM processors. And so, Apple, they wanted to do a G5 PowerBook, but IBM couldn't come out with a chip that was, wasn't basically going to burn your legs when you put it in your lap.
Performance anxiety, perhaps.
Yeah, they had some problems.
Yeah.
So,
what are your thoughts on that, though? Do you think that that everybody should be happy, or should the Mac enthusiasts be up in arms over this?
I think that for most people, it's not going to make any difference. I think that the average person who buys a Mac has no idea what kind of processor is in that computer anyway.
Right. Gotcha. So. You just got a lot of hate mail from Mac users, by the way. I certainly know what's in my processor. All right. Ian joins us on the phone from Phoenix, Arizona. Ian, you there?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Good. You?
Doing very well, doing very well. Peter's joining us for the week. You have a question for him?
Yeah. My question is, what do you know about the rumored PSP with the built-in memory? Have you heard anything?
Yes, there was a rumor that was going around earlier this year that they were going to come out with a version with a 40 or a 50 gigabyte internal
the
hard
iPod
drive.
killer, right?
Yeah, and from everyone I've talked to, it sounds like they haven't made a decision about what they're going to do about that yet, but the next version of the PSP will almost definitely have a lot of internal storage.
There you have it.
So it's going to have to happen sooner or later.
Very interesting. All right, and now the feed is here to tell it like it is.
Just like you and me, when Steve Jobs is in the market for a new product, he goes shopping. Unlike you and me, he gets waited on by the likes of Sony Computer Entertainment president Ken Kutaragi. It seems that Mr. Jobs met with Mr. Kutaragi when Apple was in the market for new Macintosh architecture. However, word is that Jobs was disappointed in Sony's cell chip. He was rumored to have said it was less effective than even the PowerPC, which is why he eventually decided to go with Intel. Of course, this means simply that the Intel chip was better suited to Apple's needs, although it does raise some questions about how well Sony will respond to people who come over and browse their offices and then don't buy anything. It's so annoying. Steve could have bought a pack of gum or Haibo or something like that. And what's been called one of the most brazen examples of malicious internet conduct outside of our forums, a Russian website has been found to be paying other sites to infect computers with adware and spyware. The site, which has the obviously legit name iframedollars.biz, pays sites roughly 6 cents for every machine they infect. And while that might not really sound like much, experts estimate that they could collect as much as $75,000 for the year. Not so bad. The code that iframedollars uses exploits in a number of patched Windows and Internet Explorer vulnerabilities, some of which date back to as far as 2002. The site has surprisingly not been shut down as of yet, probably because it's only destroying personal property and earning money from criminal activity and not doing something really terrible like, I don't know, showing a bootleg copy of Revenge of the Sith, something horrible. The minute they start doing that, they are finished. We're all aware that China's ruling Communist Party doesn't really take too kindly to political dissension, but they don't go as far as to actually ban the mere use of words like democracy. You see, they don't have to because Microsoft is apparently doing it for them. Microsoft's new Chinese internet portal forbids users from typing in words like democracy, freedom, and Taiwan independence for fear that it might upset Beijing's political censors. MSN has yet to comment on this practice, but has said that they, quote, abide by the laws and regulations of every country in which it operates. So, could MSN be taking the self-censorship a little too far? Of course, we can't really think of another government ruling party that would be offended by the words freedom and democracy, except maybe. Never mind. Just going to leave it at that. McDonald's is expanding, everybody, and we're not just talking about waistlines here. No, sir. The fast food joint, which has been experimenting with DVD rentals, is rolling out a new program to more and more franchises. For $1 a day, customers can rent DVDs from McDonald's locations thanks to the company's Redbox subsidiary and their vending machine-like devices. Customers can also return the discs at any location in special drop-off boxes. Yay! So buy a McFish sandwich and rent Finding Nemo. Get a Big Mac and rent Pulp Fiction. Pick up a big combo meal and rent Super Size Me. Well, nah, I probably don't want to do that. Conflict of interest. And that's today's feed. Anybody else hungry? Guys?
No, I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
Cheeseburger?
I'm all right.
Super Size Me?
I'm fine,
right.
thanks. A Happy Meal.
Maybe
I like
later.
the toy. It's interesting. I saw an article this weekend about Extreme Ronald. Did you catch that at all?
No, I didn't see that.
They're redesigning Ronald McDonald for this new Get Up and Go or Get Out and Go campaign to encourage kids to be more active. And now they're like, hey, rent a movie, be sedentary. I mean, it's a very, very mixed message. I don't know.
Well, they're also doing online music downloads and or kiosks with music downloads at some of the stores.
Is that just to attract like the kids that are hip and with it, or?
Yeah, I think they're trying to get the Gen Y in there.
Doesn't the Gen Y know how to use BitTorrent by now? I mean,
I think they also already like McDonald's.
Oh, that's true. That is true. And while they're there, they might as well download a new track. Right?
Exactly.
All right. Do we have to bribe you to come back? Well, will you accept payment in the form of gems of the internet? Oh, man, and Sarah finds out what really scares the cast of Batman Begins. My guess, Joel Schumacher. Yeah.
The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
This Friday, it's Attack of the Show and Xbox.com's Game with Fame. We'll get a viewer here in studio to play Burnout 3 with the Kaiser Chiefs. So tune in to Attack of the Show June 17th at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. He was fine until he got to the marrow, I think.
You know, as a former lumberjack, this really speaks to me.
It does, right? What'd you think? Happy Tree Friends, huh?
You know, I actually didn't predict the punchline.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I'm disappointed in myself.
That's all right, it's all right. Some people saw it a mile away, but they're 12. All right, if your idea of fine art involves pink balls with cartoon eyes, then you're special. And you're the perfect target audience for my first 50. All right, this week's first 50 is Kirby Canvas Curse. It's one of the few DS stylus games that doesn't feel like it's a leftover tech demo from E3, which was the problem a lot of the games have been having. So, you have a DS, right?
Yep.
What games do you have for it? Anything interesting?
You know, I got a lot of the early games that came out for it, like the Metroid game and you know, Mario and stuff like that.
Has anything grabbed you since then, or are you?
You know, it was one of the things, like you said, like when the first few games came out, it didn't feel like they were really taking advantage of the touchscreen.
Right. Yeah, they weren't real full games. It felt like they were like proofs of concepts. Well, this game, thankfully, is answering to that. So Kirby's been turned into a ball by some evil witch. All right, now. Dreamland's been taken over and colorized, and now it's up to Kirby to fight back and take it back over. So you use your stylus kind of as a magical paintbrush. So you see those lines that I'm drawing there?
Yeah.
I'm kind of guiding him. It's kind of like Yoshi Touch, except that there's actually more of a game here. So you can draw like rainbows that'll guide him, like rails. You can draw walls that stop the enemies from shooting you. You can tap Kirby and make him spin. You can tap enemies and stun them. So there's a lot of different control things going on here. What's really great is that Kirby can actually absorb the powers of his enemies. So if you have an enemy that can roll up into a ball and move really fast, or an enemy that shoots fire, you can take on his abilities, and that'll help you solve puzzles in the game. So that's really cool. Plus, each level has hidden coins in it. And if you gather all 3 hidden coins in each level, you can unlock mini games and stuff like that. So there's replayability there as well. And one of my favorite aspects of the game is the fact that you can choose the boss you want to fight. Like, how many times have you been playing a game, you get to the boss, and you're looking for what blinks red and trying to figure out how to kill him, and you die 1,000 times, right?
It gets a little predictable.
Exactly, it's predictable, and it's also frustrating until you figure it out. What's nice about this one is it presents you with certain choices, and you can say, okay, let me see this boss. Okay, what am I going to be doing to defeat him? And you can choose a boss that suits your style.
So can you control the game exclusively with the stylus?
Yeah, that's all you're using, essentially.
So you don't have to use any other controllers?
Nope. Tap Kirby to make him spin, draw the rainbows to guide him. That's all there is, which is really nice.
Awesome.
It actually works. It's a good game. If you own a Nintendo DS, you probably already know, hopefully, that Kirby's Canvas Curse is a definite buy it, so pick it up this week. You going to get it?
I'm going to pick it up tomorrow.
Good to hear. All right, now, following me, I'm sorry, hold on. I'm heading over to the land of Sarah. That's what I'm doing. Yes, I am. I wasn't sure. I think I am for sure. Hi, Sarah, what's up?
Hi.
I was like,
all right, everybody, I'm just going
heading
to
over.
move on here. I know the highlight of your week is Attack of the Show LAN party. It's mine, always, every Thursday. So this week we're heading back to reliable, old standby Unreal Tournament 2004.
That's right.
UT 2004 features the classic Capture the Flag, Assault, and Deathmatch modes, along with the lesser-known Slap Fight mode. Didn't know about that one? Huh? We'll be showing you how to unlock it on Friday's show.
GameSpot says it's not real. I don't know. To register, go to our website and click on Join Our LAN Party. You'll get all the details and the links to get started. And we'll see you Thursday for the old LAN Party. I'm glad I came over to the land of Sarah.
Me too.
It's awesome over here.
I like the company.
Some minty fresh.
Now, I know what you're thinking.
Oh.
Because I'm thinking it
I'm sorry.
too.
My apologies. It was just a fleeting thought. And I'll never
I know
think
what
it
else
again.
you're thinking.
Oh, what was the other thing?
Well, about the whole Batman thing, you're like, what the F? How many more Batmans are going to be?
Right.
I thought Clooney ruined that franchise.
Didn't he? Clearly.
But hold your fire till you see a little taste of Batman Begins.
Prepare yourself for the untold Batman story, full of explanations. Like, how did Bruce Wayne become Batman anyway? Why bats? And how did Christian Bale get so lucky?
It's an amalgamation of the graphic novels rather than the comic books. It does stay true to a number of the graphic novels, like, Long Halloween, Dark Victory, Batman Year One. In theme, it's very true to them. And I thought, they're probably not going to want to cast me. I'm not like a big name or anything like that. But I felt like it needed a reinvention, and therefore it didn't need a big name.
Nomex survival suit for advanced infantry. Kevlar bi-weave, reinforced joints.
Tear resistant.
This sucker will stop a knife. So, what's your interest in it, Mr. Wayne?
I want to borrow it for spelunking.
Were you a Batman fan as a
child?
child?
Yeah, I grew up with him. Batman comic books from very early age. I was a comic book aficionado.
Batman I first saw was on television, which was Batman and Robin,
right.
a load of crazy nutcases.
I went through my phase of dressing up as Batman.
I guess every little boy wants to don a cape and be Batman once or twice.
For those of you burning out on the summer blockbuster formula, here's a refreshing fact. Director Christopher Nolan used special effects very, very sparingly, because The Dark Knight just didn't really need them.
Why use CGI when he's human? You don't need to, you know? Sure, if somebody has superpowers and he can jump over buildings or he can do 3 somersaults in a row, you need CGI.
Right.
Batman can't do that. So every piece of the stunt work, the fighting sequences is for real. I had sword fighting scenes with Ken Watanabe, who's actually a very good swordsman, and then I got to also practice many different forms of martial arts.
All right, here's a little spoiler for ya. It turns out that Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, is afraid of bats. Yeah, he's utterly terrified. And he's human after all, and we've all got our fears.
I just have to ask, do you have a huge, horrible fear of anything?
Heights. I don't like heights.
I got no fears of different animals. In fact, you know, the bats and everything, I loved having them around. I would go into their cages and stroke them. They are.
I used to be afraid of snapping turtles, but I've gotten over that. That's when I was really little.
I don't like cockroaches.
It does.
I don't like them at all. They really creep me. I couldn't even get close enough to tread on one.
More than, oh my god, I'm a video game character scary? Because this cast also lent their voices to Batman Begins, the game.
No, I'm no executioner.
It's kind of weird to know that people will be able to play you and manipulate the way that you do things rather than just watch you passively in a movie environment.
No, I thought it was a lot of fun. I was in there for a couple hours just getting a kick out of the game.
I've never seen a video game, so I didn't quite know. And I said to the guy, what's this, 2 or 3 hours? He said, no, it's 15 hours. I said, they play a video game for 15 hours? He said, yeah.
Oh yeah, all night long.
I shoot.
So you're not a big video gamer then?
No, my day we used to go out with girls all night long.
Yeah, it's one or the other, all right. Unless you own one of these.
Phenomenal machine.
And,
That was incredible.
You know, what is it, like
That's
a
something else.
Cross between a Lamborghini and a Hummer.
And a Hummer, yeah, with this stealth technology on it, you know, and this kind of rocket engine at the back of it. It was fantastic and cool to be able to play Batman and put on the bat suit, but the stunt driver who got to drive the Batmobile most of the time, he had the coolest job on the set.
Batman Begins opens this Wednesday, June 15th in theaters everywhere. You and I actually already saw it, so we're kind of...
Special, privileged, stars.
Stars.
D-list
Chosen
celebrities.
ones.
Yeah.
Choose your...
Whatever you're going to say. They're the golden child, clearly.
But I loved it.
It was really well done.
And I'm, you know, I don't say that about just any old action movie, certainly not, you know, one based in comic book, so.
It was dark, it was mature, and everybody should see it. It's really good.
Yeah. I cried. So did Kevin. Hard.
More than she did.
Kind of weird, actually. Show's almost over, but not until we take care of some very important business, like if I jump to the internet, which are like a rush of blood to the head. So that explains the migraine.
What happened to this? You used to do that.
Well, you're doing it.
But it's not the same.
Here we go.
Wow.
Here we go.
On tomorrow's show, we're gonna need a bigger boat because Jaws is back to shred our DVD Doomsday. Plus, what do catapults, Minnesota, and Brendan have in common? We don't know, but we know property damage is involved. And Tom is here to tell us what it's like to be everyone's friend, literally, on MySpace.com. That's tomorrow's show. Bring a number 2 pencil.
Now it's time for Gems of the Internet, you ignorant sluts.
Yeah! Wow, getting a little aggro today, aren't you,
I just like Saturday Night Live, that's all.
Sure,
I just, you know, I just...
Well, now that you've offended everybody with your attitude, let's make them laugh.
Okay, all right, moving on to Gems of the Internet, really 3 really great gems today.
Okay.
First, I want to, you know, set this up a little bit. Kevin, did you have a favorite action figure growing up?
You know, I wasn't big into action figures, but if I did, it was probably one of my Ninja Turtle ones. I used to play with those.
Okay,
yeah, I
that's
asked
good.
for Donatello, my mom bought me Splinter. I'm like, it's Ninja Turtles, and she bought the rat.
Oh,
the old rat.
Splinter the rat. I had a Princess Leia, little Princess Leia, played with her, and yeah, you know, we had little fights and stuff. Now, I wish that this had been around when I was a kid because I can relate.
Okay.
It is called the Crazy Cat Lady action figure. And this is for all, you know, the little girls in the world who, you know, they kind of relate. They might have a crazy cat lady. You can see, you know, you can assemble, the cats are kind of around her, and sometimes the cats go a little nuts.
Yeah, what is, are they feasting on her?
Well, you know, the crazy cat lady can only last so long, or else she needs, you know, to defer to the cats, and they overrun her and they eat her.
So this is one of those novelty action figures. I'm assuming it's a novelty.
You could call it that.
Yeah. Okay. So.
You want to make fun of my crazy cat lady?
No. I'm just trying to get a bead for it. So this is a crazy blonde lady.
Crazy cat. She's the crazy cat lady. We've all got one in our neighborhood, and she only retails for $11. So who doesn't want one?
And she's affordable, which is nice. Yes.
Next one, you know all the spam in your inbox. It has all the funny subject lines, you know, that are very ambiguous. What could it mean?
I'm from Barbados. I have a lot of money. Naturally enlarge your penis. Whoa, where did that come from, dude?
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what's nice is that there's a way that you can find find out what they all mean in a graphical sense. It's called Spam Amusement. And let's just say, does your girl like surprises? We've all seen that one, right?
Yes.
Does your girl like surprises? Well, does she? Depends.
Oh,
Do you like that surprise?
That's not a good. No, that's a
terrible
that's
surprise.
An itchy burning
or what about
surprise.
Rambo? Just 10 minutes. You have ideas in your head of, oh, I know what that means.
Right.
Or not.
Oh, he's waiting.
He has to wait.
He has to wait.
And something I've been thinking about. I just love this one. What's with that? Those crazy electric eels.
That's pretty good. I like that.
I like it. I like it.
That's
you know, that's
a decent
creativity
shout.
on the internet, which is great. Last but not least, you remember Kevin Mitnick when he was in jail, Free Kevin.
Free Kevin.
You saw the bumper stickers, you knew what was up.
Absolutely.
How would you feel if you saw someone wearing a Free Katie T-shirt? What'd you think
Free
about
Katie.
that? That's my third gem. Think of a Katie in the world who perhaps needs to be freed by something dark and sinister and frightening.
There's no particular Katie that's really. Oh, really?
Yeah. In fact, if you go to freekatie.net,
I think you need to spell it out because the only reason I'll be honest, the only reason I knew that is because someone was in my ear saying the name.
Are you serious?
Yeah, really.
Okay,
I'm not that quick when it comes to the celeb
We're talking about that Katie. Katie Holmes, if you go to freekatie.net, there's actually message boards up and running discussing why Katie does need to be freed.
I saw
by
the image
dark
of-
and sinister force and the sort of frightening, dark. Yeah, I love it.
Those images
Free
are very
Katie.
telling. She's trying to get away, and he's like, "No,
And I love it.
Scientology compels you."
Right, and she's like, yeah, let's go, scared.
I'm like, all right, freak, whatever, dude.
So what's nice about it is that you can get a Free Katie T-shirt in lots of different styles, and they're about $20. I mean, it's a good cause.
That was good.
It's a
I'm
really
sorry I
good
wasn't
cause.
quick with the celeb thing, but
That's okay.
Free Katie.
I work with guys. I'm used to it.
What are you gonna do?
All right, you can find all my gem links from today and lots of other days too at g4tv.com/the Sarah Lane Files. Props also to linkbunnies.org. They always have good links and they help me out every once in a while.
Bunnies.
Yeah. Don't you see? Don't you want to see how this all ends? Don't you see?
I do want to see. That's what I want to do.
Because we're going to be reading emails and gingerly stepping into the IRC chat room, so be nice to us. It's all next.
Oh, he'll be nice.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack.
All right, don't forget, Attack of the Show and Xbox.com's Game with Fame contest is on, with a lucky winner getting to play Burnout 3 Takedown with Rockers, the Kaiser Chiefs. Now,
the session with the Chiefs was today, but you get to see it all go down on Friday the 17th, right here on this very show. Again, go to Xbox.com for details. Be sure to tune in here on the 17th for more information.
yes, and lots of tomfoolery. I don't know. It's all right.
Crazy wildness.
Let's check in with that old IRC chat room.
All
Let's get
right.
crazy.
All right.
Come on now.
Jedi Knight 320 wants to know what gadgets do the hosts of AOTS want the most? And this applies to you as well, Peter, this week, since you are a guest host.
I do have this passion for the gadgets.
You do. You've talked
you
about
like the
them.
gadget.
Yeah, is there something you're looking forward to?
I'm most looking for a really small ultralight laptop, and I haven't been able to find a really good one.
Oh, we just did a roundup of them on the show like last week. The new
Yeah,
Dell
where were
apparently is
you?
the way to go, yeah.
Well, I'm talking like
way to tune in. I guess
like
the
a really
torrents
small,
weren't downloading fast enough for Peter. So no, you want like super mini sub?
Yeah, it's got to be like tiny, like the Japanese ones.
Gotcha. Yeah.
How about you?
I need a new cell phone. I needs me a new cell phone. I'm sick and tired of my trio.
You hate
Every single photo I take, it looks like
all the people are dumping their trios.
Yeah, every single photo looks like a Smurf exploded right offside. It's all covered in little blue dots.
It's big and
you're
it's
like,
hard to put
why?
in your pocket.
Yeah, but I want
because you wear the tight jeans.
Exactly. It's just to show off the features. But again, of the phone, I want something with a full keyboard and a nice screen, and the 650 doesn't feel like it's
just wait. There's going to be a bunch of new stuff coming out later this year.
Cool. Sarah Lane, Gadget.
Really quick. Oh,
no, fine. If you want another question, go for it. You're off the hook.
Yeah, we don't have time.
No Gadget.
I wish I had a smog filter so that I didn't have to breathe smog. I live in LA.
All right.
That's the truth. I really want.
That's
I really
cool.
want one.
There you go. All right. You've had quite enough for today, I can tell. That's it. Don't worry.
Thanks to our guest, Bennett Barbacow.
And of course, Peter. Excellent job.
We'll see you here tomorrow, same time, same place. Be there, be square.
I'll be here all week.
Okay.
You're coming back.
Unless I'm fired.